Hi, everybody. My name is Juliana. I'm the Market Center Administrator here at Keller Williams Laguna. And for our March Spotlight, we are featuring Cesi Pagano here.
Thank you.
And she is one of our top agents in the office. She's also the rainmaker for our top team in the office. Just to get started, Cesi, I would love to ask how long you've been in the industry and what got you into real estate?
All right. Well, I've been in it for about 38 years now, and I started in new home sales first as new home sales counselor. I did that for about 15 years, 15 and a half years. And then I transitioned right into resale from there. How and why? It was actually an accident. Because before I went into new home sales, I used to work the corporate world. My boss at one of the builders asked me to get into sales, and of course I was a little hesitant because it wasn't something that I thought would be in my path. They encouraged me to go to school for my real estate license. I did all that, and the story continued from there.
Is there anything from that experience that you feel like gives you a unique point of view when it comes to buying and selling for your
Oh,
clients?
absolutely. The difference is when you work for a builder, the training is very intense and very detailed. So you learn to, when you meet people, you learn to make good impressions in the beginning, make sure that
Right.
you know how to qualify somebody right away and know how to, communicate in the way that the consumer wants. No one really wants to work with somebody that's going to try to sell them anything. They want to
Right.
work with someone who's going to be a guide, a consultant, and guide them in the right direction.
So what's your favorite part of the job?
I'm a people person, so I just want to make sure that I'm there to guide and help. That's my passion, is helping people. I want to make sure that our clients understand that we're truly coming from the heart. I
Right.
want to make sure they know we're here for them. They have all the information they need before they make any decisions. And I'm very detailed that way. So I love to provide the information and the stats and anything they need to have in order for them to succeed with their happy outcome.
And I really see that with your team as well. I think there's a really strong connection there, and you keep everything very organized and very clear for everybody involved.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And coaching the team is another part of the job that I love, because I'm there for them. Right?
Absolutely.
And I want to make
Yes.
sure I tell them all the time, I'm your mama bear. I want to make sure I'm protecting my cubs and they're not, tripping and falling, because of course that's how we learn, by mistakes.
Right.
But if I can minimize that for them, that's always the ultimate goal.
I would love to get into what enticed you to come to Keller Williams and what brought you into this office to build your team here.
I was introduced to KW by a former partner that I had in new home sales. I learned a lot about the company. And what I love about it is that it's an agent-centric company.
Yes.
It's where entrepreneurs thrive, as we say.
Right.
It's a company that's focused on business. They teach you how to be a professional, not just what we call Pop Tarts. We pop every time somebody calls. It's not that way. It's a very organized business. We're all about the big picture.
Yes.
We're all about coaching. It's a phenomenal company for people that are truly business oriented. They want to grow with it.
Is there a particular training or meeting or experience within Keller Williams that really helped you grow your business?
It all starts with Gary Keller, right? Our founder. He's, again, all about the agents, not about a corporation necessarily, or just putting money in the pockets. Right. It's more about what he can do for his agents. Everybody learns at KW, and sometimes they stay, sometimes they don't. But the ones that stay are the ones that get plugged in, because there's so much here for us. Right. That help us grow in the right direction. And Gary, pretty much gave us a roadmap to succeed. He's written a lot of books, and yes, for the ones that do read the books and follow all of the tools that we have are the ones that succeed. There's so many agents in the KW system. Mm-hmm. They're way outpacing the rest of the industry.
I would love to know what kind of advice you might have for sellers when they're listing their home.
Well, it all depends, right, on their particular home. The most important advice is make sure that the home is presented in a way that buyers will receive it. In order to maximize potential and the highest possible outcome for a seller, we need to make sure that the home is staged properly, shows well, clean, bright, and of course, pricing. Pricing is everything.
Do you have any advice for any buyers that are looking to purchase this summer?
Yes, don't wait. Well, because a lot of times, home buyers want to wait and see if anything else is going to change, if rates are going to come down. They sit on the sidelines and then they miss the opportunity. By waiting on the sidelines, here's the risk. Let's say rates do go down, which they're expected to. And right, if they do go down, what happens? Creates urgency. Everyone that's been sitting on the sidelines is going to jump into the market. And then what happens? Competition starts. Mm-hmm. There's competition. What happens with competition? Prices go up. It's easier to have a little higher rate where you can still negotiate on a price. And then if rates do come down, you refinance. Always, it's not always that easy, depending on how long you've had the loan, but it's still a temporary option versus a permanent option if you just pay too much for a house.
Well, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really enjoyed this.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks.
Absolutely. And thank you to everybody watching. Before we end, I would just love to ask you, Cesi, is there a way that people can best get a hold of you if they would like to work with you?
Yes, of course. My phone number is 949-370-0819, or email, which is cesi@cesipagano.com. That's CESI@CESIPAGANO.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and have a good day.
Thank you.